How's it going, guys? This is Ryan from Stankey's Garage. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change a CCV filter on a 6.7 ISB Cummins. So from the top of the engine there's going to be 4 bolts. One right here, 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 and here that hold on this cover over the EGR pipe. You want to take those off. It'll give you access to 6 more bolts. Those 3 and those 3 on the front of the top of the valve cover. You want to take those off next. When you get back here to this stud, there's going to be a little securement tab that holds this wire harness on to the top of that stud. You basically just need to ream on it, make the pulling distribution even, try not to break it, unless you don't want to reuse it. Dimension 8 mil, nothing special. Deep well, probably easier with that stud in the back there. 2 more bolts I didn't notice, I forgot to mention, on the very back side of this component. One there and there. That one is a stud. Same thing with this stud right here. It has the harness securement clip on it. So just take it easy on that piece when you're pulling it off. And it's probably going to be easier if you disconnect this plug and this plug here. It does have a little red connection point you got to slide out, and then you can pull the plug off. Saying though, that little red piece here, it slides back and forth. You have to pull it this way for this clip to release from that sensor. You have to remove the oil cap. Just be careful when you're doing this, trying to get any contamination into the fill here, the fill neck. Also be aware that that hose and sensor are going to be plugged into this upper piece here, so I believe you can pick it up and turn it off to the side without having to unhook all that. And like I said, it's exactly what happened. I was still able to leave that stuff connected there, and I get full access to this filter. As I recommend using OE parts, either you can buy the Fleet Guard part number, or I think it's, let me grab it here, it's the CV 52001, I believe. You probably can't see that, but it's underneath a couple layers of sticker. But this is a CV5400300. Apparently this works just fine though, so we'll see and give it a shot. Be aware that this filter is held in by O-rings on the bottom side, 2 different ones, so you're gonna have to pop it off with a flathead screwdriver. It should come off pretty easily like that. And there you go. A little old versus new comparison. Here's the new one. Filters are nice, clean, and a bright white color. I don't know if this filter's ever been changed. Maintenance record says no, but the guy could have done it himself, I'm not sure. But it's fairly dirty, and I do have a performed service light on in my truck, and that is usually due to this. So we'll get to that point next. You can replace this gasket here. It's at your discretion. I'm not going to. It still seems to sit pretty high off the material, so it should seal just fine. Make sure before you do put this down and snap it into place that you do lubricate the O-rings with some old oil from the old filter. That includes that one and the 2 on the bottom side. Here we just do the reverse process. So this goes back. Goes right down there. And just do everything I said in reverse order. Tightening these bolts here, just right when they feel like they're tight and they're going to stop, go about 1/8 of a turn, no more. Otherwise you'll strip them out. To return the tabs, the tube has to come out to get this piece off and put back on. Bolts up here are just for decoration, essentially, to cover the EGR tube, so they just, all you need to be is snug. And it's as simple as that. Now let's go inside and reset the perform service light. Alright, I'm going to start the vehicle here. Should cycle through and tell you to perform service. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to show you how to turn that off here quick. Start by turning your vehicle off completely. Put the vehicle in the run position. Not accessory, but run. Press the brake pedal twice. And now press the accelerator slowly twice. and then turn the vehicle off. And once the vehicle is completely off, you wait a little while here, probably a couple seconds, then you can turn it right back on to make sure that message is now gone off your dash. So it shouldn't show on the dash here anymore. Park sensor, which I've got a custom bed on here, so it's going to show park sense off. Same thing. Airbag system, because I don't have a passenger seat. And that's it. Simple as that.